Hello. Uh, so this is me, Tiffany. I just wanted to say this one's gonna be a bit different than what I would normally do, but I don't mind doing it. So it's basically like mini stories for each character. There's 4 of them today: Kirishima, Bakugo, Deku, or Midori, whatever you want to call him, and Todoroki. I want to apologize for Todoroki's voice in particular. I don't know what happened with it, but I'm way too tired to re-record it, then edit it. Again, really sorry about that. It sounds a bit weird. But yeah, I think that's about it. I hope you enjoy my horrible voice acting skills. Izuku Midoriya. Deku, how do you get your hair so soft? You asked your boyfriend. You two had been cuddling when you curiously tried to run a hand through his hair. It didn't work since his hair was always messy with lots of knots. But from your attempts you realized that his hair was really soft and fluffy. I don't know, I was born with it like that, he said, blushing as you continued to play with it. Can I brush it? I'll get all the knots out, he said excitedly. Izuku was a bit startled by your sudden enthusiasm, but nodded in agreement to your suggestion. You quickly ran off somewhere in your house to get a hairbrush. Izuku blushed while looking down. He enjoyed you playing with his hair. It filled him with a calming sense. Alright, I'm back. You smiled, sitting behind him. Stay still and tell me if I accidentally pull too hard, you said, gently beginning to run the brush through his hair. As you did so, you untangled a few knots. Izuku sighed in content, closing his eyes while you ran your fingers and the brush through his hair. You laughed since you could tell he was enjoying it. Alright, I think I got them all out, but just let me know, you said after a while of brushing, running your fingers through his hair again. Really? Thanks, listener. I've never put that much effort into brushing my hair, Izuku smiles towards you. Now that your hair is not free, I can play with it even more, you said, lying down and facing him. Izuku was sure in heaven. Katsuki Bakugo. Katsuki didn't normally let you play with his hair, even though whenever you tried to, he would blush a lot. But now was your only chance, when Katsuki was asleep. You had stayed the night at his house, since your parents were out for the weekend. You reached your hand out and carefully touched one of the spiked parts of his hair. Quickly you brought your hand back, hoping he didn't wake up. Luckily, he was still asleep. You reached up again, gently running your fingers through his hair. It was surprisingly soft, and there weren't any knots at all. Bakugo grunted, pulling you a bit closer to him. You held your breath, scared that he woke up. He hadn't, so you continued to play with bits of his hair. As you did, he hadn't seemed to have woken up. Why doesn't he let me play with his hair more often? It's so soft, you thought, noticing that you had messed it up a bit. You chuckled, trying to fix some of the spikes back to normal. Listener, what are you doing? Bakugo asked tiredly. Nothing. You blushed immediately, moving your hand away from his hair. He moved around a bit, coming to rest his head on your chest. Keep doing that, it helps me sleep, he said. You looked at him curiously. Normally he got mad at you if you touched his hair, but now he seemed to be the complete opposite. Okay, Katsuki, you smiled, continuing to mess with his hair as he fell back asleep. And eventually, you fell asleep with him. Shoto Todoroki. Your hair is so interesting, Sho, you said. Todoroki had come over to do homework with you. Soon enough, you got bored and began messing with his hair while he finished his homework. His multicolored hair had always been interesting to you. Despite a few messy strands that would occasionally slightly ruin it, his hair was always perfectly split down the middle. How is my hair interesting? He asked in a dull tone. He glanced up with his eyes, even though that didn't help him see you. If it's just split so perfectly, not a strand of a different colored hair on the other side. Are you sure you don't dye it? You asked, gently forming pigtails with the 2 sides. No, I was born with my hair like this, he replied, continuing to do his homework. Your hair is so soft, too. What products do you use? You asked. Whatever my sister buys, he shrugs. You smiled, suddenly having an idea of what to do. You ran off, grabbed a few hair ties and you knew were laying around, and messed with Todoroki's hair. You put it in pigtails, a man bun, braids, anything you could think of. Each new hairstyle you did, you took a picture of. Meanwhile, Todoroki finished his homework, feeling relaxed with your gentle ways of brushing out his hair with your hands. Listener, finish your homework too, so we can spend more time together, Todoroki said, realizing you hadn't finished the assignment yet. Later, I just want to keep playing with your hair, you said, reaching a hand out. No, he moved away from you. Finish your homework. You huffed, returning to your seat next to him and picking up your pencil. Fine. Thank you. He kissed your cheek. You smiled. I can keep playing with your hair after I'm done, right? Sure, go ahead, he said, shaking his head. Izuro Kirishima. You liked when Kirishima had his hair down. While it wasn't all that soft, you enjoyed playing with it like it was. He used a lot of products in his hair, obviously, so you didn't get much of a chance to do that unless it was down. Kiri, can I stay at your dorm tonight? You asked hopefully. Sure thing, you can watch TV. I need to take a shower anyways. Training was hardcore today, he said. Alright, he replied, smiling happily as you walked with him to his dorm. Time skip? Oh, that felt great, Kirishima said, stepping out from the bathroom. You left your hair down, you smiled. Yeah, I'm too tired to put it back up, he said, sitting down beside you. We don't really have any homework tonight, actually, so you can probably just sleep, you suggested. Yeah, that sounds nice, he said, wrapping his arms around you. You laid down with him on the bed. Good night, listener, he said, resting his head on your chest. You happily ran your fingers through his hair, making him fall asleep quicker. That was a real yawn, by the way. I'm much more tired than I was when I first started recording this because it's currently 4:27 a.m. I just wanted to say I hope everybody has like a great rest of your day or your night or whatever. I think that's it. So hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.